When you hear the word desert, you likely picture blazing sunshine, heat waves, and endless sand. But there is an upside-down desert hidden high up in the clouds. The landscape is defined by freezing temperatures, jagged rock, and heavy snow. This is India's 13th UNESCO Biosphere Reserve. It's the Cold Desert Biosphere Reserve, located in the Lahaul-Spiti district of Himachal, Pradesh. Scientifically, a desert is defined by a severe lack of moisture and precipitation, rather than heat. Because this frozen landscape gets almost no rain or snow throughout the year, it qualifies as one of the driest places on Earth. To understand this place, we must look at its scale. The reserve covers roughly 7,770 square kilometers. The elevation is extreme. Valley floors start at 3,300 meters above sea level, and mountain peaks soar up to 6,600 meters. Because these surrounding mountains are so tall, they act as a physical wall. They block moisture-filled clouds from passing over, creating a rain shadow that starves the interior valley of water. This dry territory is made up of key protected zones: Pin Valley National Park, Khyber Wildlife Sanctuary, the Sarchu Plains, and Chandertal Wetland. This combination of high altitude, thin air, and blocked moisture creates a biome that is as harsh as it is dry. It's difficult to imagine how any biological life survives in a place with freezing winds and so little water. Survival here requires extreme adaptation. The high-altitude rocks are the territory of the snow leopard, the region's apex predator. On the sheer cliff faces, the agile ibex uses specialized hooves to climb slopes that look impossible to scale. Along the jagged ridges, herds of blue sheep spend their days searching for sparse vegetation in the snow. This frozen landscape is also home to the rare Himalayan wolf, which hunts across these same icy ledges. Even the skies are active, with golden eagles patrolling the valleys from above. These species have evolved specifically for this environment, developing dense coats and efficient lungs to handle the deep cold and thin air. This territory serves as a primary sanctuary for some of the rarest and most resilient wildlife in Asia. While animals can move to find shelter, plants are rooted in the icy, dry soil. This chart shows the surprising botanical diversity found here. The reserve supports 732 distinct plant species, and 30 of them are found only in this specific high-altitude district. Among these, 47 species have developed chemical properties that make them naturally occurring medicines. Local healers harvest these tough plants to practice Sogpa, a traditional system of Tibetan herbal medicine used to treat local communities. The extreme stress of growing in this climate is exactly what makes these plants so chemically potent. Without them, human life in these remote areas would be much harder to sustain. Roughly 12,000 residents live within the boundaries of this biosphere reserve. Because rain is so rare, they use traditional terracing to capture every drop of water from the melting mountain snow. They also rely on animal husbandry, partnering with yaks to plow to stubborn, freezing earth. These communities maintain a sustainable balance, living within the strict resource limits set by the cold desert. This entire biome relies on the cold to stay stable, which makes it highly sensitive to the rising global temperature. Think of the reserve as a delicate thermometer. As temperatures rise, glaciers melt at unpredictable rates, disrupting the entire valley's water supply. This shifting snowmelt can ruin traditional farming cycles and destroy the rare medicinal plants that wildlife and humans both depend on. Shifting weather patterns disrupt the timing of the water supply, threatening the survival of every species in this isolated ecosystem. When we realize how connected these mountains are to the rest of the world, we can start to see how to protect them. Education is the first step. Sharing the story of the cold desert raises the public awareness needed to support future conservation laws. This graphic shows the link between global habits and mountain ice. While one light bulb seems small, reducing our collective energy use helps slow the global warming that is melting these glaciers. You can also support charities working directly with Himalayan communities to protect local wildlife. The cold desert is a vibrant world that relies on the cold to survive. Ensuring it stays frozen and wild is a responsibility that belongs to all of us.